What's up, brother? Hope all is well with you, man. Want to kind of open up this video, just kind of talking about week 10 quick, and then address your video. After that, week 10 was pretty good. Let's just kind of go day by day here. 355 by 4 squat that went up well, and then 245 by 4 bench that went up really well. 245 by 4, like, that's just nuts, man. Bench is freaking flying right now. It's awesome. Day 2, we did deadlift 490 by 4. That one hurt a lot. My back kind of regressed on that day for some reason, and it just hurt really bad. But I have better news to come. And then tempo bench 235 by 3 at RPE 7. My shoulder was kind of starting to bug me a little bit more that day, but we still made it through the whole workout. Moving on to day 3. 375 triple on squat with sleeves. Pretty sure I just crushed that one, so that was easy. That was the start, though, of because I lifted back-to-back this week, so yesterday and today. I've had 4 straight workouts with, like today I had 0 back pain. 0. Which was incredible. And, my last 2 days last week I had minimal, maybe none, no back pain. This whole week, though, I've had 0 back pain. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Great call by you on just taking out that top set. I think that's helped a lot. I think also rolling it out with a lacrosse ball, finding those really, really tender area and just rolling out every single day has helped out a lot. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. But moving on, after the 375 triple on squat, I did 265 for a double on bench, and my shoulder was really bugging me. So I 99% sure right now have figured out what it is. There is a knot up here in my trap, and I think it's going down my shoulder and even down my arm. When I squatted yesterday, hurt really bad getting into a low bar position. It was kind of going numb and tingling on my sets of 8, just holding it in that position for that long. That felt really, really, really crappy. So anyways, since I've kind of figured out, I think that's what it is, I've been, of course, again, taking my mobility ball and trying to work that knot out. A lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Also at the gym today, I got under the barbell and pushed up against that. It hurts. It is gnarly up there. So I think this has happened. This kind of feeling has happened before, and I think this is what's always been. Is just I get these knots in my trap, probably from bad posture at work, being a desk job, on top of my back just being tight because I constantly use my back in powerlifting. So to round out week 10, I hit a 250 by single for one tempo bench. Tempo bench isn't too bad with my shoulder. It more so hurts maybe in comp bench, but yesterday I hit tempo bench because the good bench was taken, so I'm just going to do tempo bench, and plus my shoulder hurt. It felt okay. I didn't push it to get a PR or anything. Felt okay. And then today I had comp bench. I, again, did not push for PR. PR would have been 250 by 4. I decided to load up 240 and do it for 4. And it went up well, and there wasn't too much pain. I will say it felt better. I think I wrote that on my sheet that it felt better today. So I think I'm working my way into getting better. But I think it is this knot in my way back up in here in this trap that is causing my pain to kind of go down the shoulder and even kind of into the arm and stuff. So that's as far as my shoulder goes. I think it's getting better. Again, I will continue to roll it out and work it out. And hopefully, I'll give you an update next week. Hopefully it's better by next week. Glute is feeling pretty darn good. Today was kind of rough on it. Not so much pain-wise. I think I wrote in the best way I could describe it, I wrote in my sheet is I felt fatigued. It was just getting really worked. And no real sharp pain. It was just I didn't really want to push the back off sets. I kept all the back off sets at 390, but today I hit 490 by 4, smoked it with 0 pain. You'll be able to see at my last rep when I set it down, I get up real quick. I don't have to just barely come up, and I had no pain. I had 0 pain today in my left back, and again the glute felt fine. Just felt really overworked and over fatigued, but back to back days might do that to you. So yeah, left low back is good. Glutes getting better, and shoulder is, I think, on the up and up. I'm just gonna keep it smart, not go for PRs if it feels like crap, not increase my back offsets if it feels like crap. And I think that combined with rolling out my trap, I actually brought my mobility all to work and was doing it at work throughout the day too. So it's got to get that knot worked out, which takes just a little bit of time. Okay, your video, no problem at all in the delay, man. Sounds like you're super busy with school and stuff, teaching, which is super cool, man. And yeah, I think that's just awesome. So no problem at all in the delay. Like we kind of talked about this, and I was mentioned in later in my video that like there's not really much to talk about. Like, I mean, we worked out all the like most of the, well, not all, but most of the technique things early on, and now from here on it's more like you're just monitoring me, and it's a lot more just programming, I think, in general. And like it's nice to be able to tell somebody how I feel, and like you being able to be like, all right, dude, we need to like take off your second top set of deadlifts, or we need to back you off here or back you off there or whatever. It's nice to have somebody that's able to like, like back me off when I need to be backed off and stuff like that. Even though I back off myself too, but like it's just nice to have that reinforcement. It's funny you mentioned, like, I was kind of wondering how bad are people at rating RPE? Like, I feel like I'm pretty good at rating RPE. If anything, I probably sandbag my RPE, which is better than overshooting. But like, are people bad at like overshooting RPE? I've never been that guy, but I'm more of like I'm a faster lifter, I guess, with most of my lifts. I'm pretty speedy on my lifts, so I'm not a grinder really. So I stay away from grinding lifts, I guess. I don't know, and that's probably why I sandbag somewhat. But I don't know. It blows my mind that people like, it's just not me. Like I would never do an RPE 9 or 10 like when it's prescribed an RPE 7. That's just crazy. Yeah, I love delving into these different topics too, man. Like so much fun. Like what else are we gonna talk about? Like lifting's lifting. I saw the video Bryce in Texas with Titan. That was super freaking cool. He got that like a snakeskin belt. That's freaking dope. Welcome to Texas. Yeah. Dude, super cool. You get to fly out to a meet for one of your clients. I am definitely going to do that for you someday. Maybe for like a nationals or something when I get to that point. Definitely going to fly you out because we need to have beers and go. Yeah, that would be fun. Your comment about opening my toes up a little bit to hit depth, it helped a lot, actually, I think. I think that's maybe what was happening, was my toes were a little bit too far forward. And I think my hips were kind of getting jammed up. It was a lot easier. It felt a lot easier. It felt a lot better hitting depth this week, having my toes a little bit more open. You mentioned Brian Welch. He is Head from Korn, so you're wondering if that was who he was. He is Head. And okay, so like you are literally like a walking novel. You are a walking book. Like holy crap! You've read more books probably in like the past, I don't know, few months or a year than I've read in my entire freaking life. I'm not much of a reader. I need to be more of a reader. I'm trying to be more of a reader. But you mentioned too, you don't really like watch much TV. That's my like. That's why I don't read as much, because I watch way too much TV. Like it's hard for me to like debate any of your points, I guess, what I was thinking when I was watching it, because like I'm just so less educated than you are. You've read so many more books. Like I need to read some of these books that and I really appreciate all these books you're recommending. I think one that I wrote down was like maybe the last one you mentioned, The Four Horsemen, and like the books that like, because I like to read books about like that kind of denounce the institution of religion and stuff, because Ryan Reese mentioned this, and I completely agree with him that he doesn't think people have a problem with Jesus or maybe God in a sense, but they have more so of a problem with the institution of religion and how people have used religion to kill people and murder people, rape people, take over countries. I don't know, things like that. Yeah, and I totally agree. But the Four Horsemen sound really cool. But like I said, yeah, it's hard to like talk, because like I'm so like not in the loop on this stuff, on these other topics and stuff. But I did want to maybe shift gears, I guess, a little bit, because we kind of talked about, you kind of mentioned, we've talked about the Bible more in the sense of morals and ethics and things like that. So what is your stance then on creation and the afterlife? What is your, how do you explain, or do you explain how the world was created, how we're spinning on this ball, how humans are these very complex beings, how this all came to be? Like, it's obviously very, very hard to explain from maybe a scientific perspective, but kind of interested to hear your thoughts on creation, and then what your thoughts are on the afterlife too. If you have any thoughts on that as well, kind of interested to know. I think that's kind of all I had. Obviously, yeah, I don't know how much longer this religion and all this talk will go, but I'm definitely enjoying it. But like I said, I'm so not as well versed as you are in this stuff. You are a literal walking novel. It's freaking nuts. And I don't really know how to debate what you're saying, but or how to even how to debate it all. But yeah, man, I think that's all I got. Looking forward to another 30-minute video. And yeah, hope you're doing well. Oh, let me know how the hernia thing's going. If you have a surgery scheduled and stuff, and where you're kind of want to know maybe where your plans are, where you're heading in your training, if you're going to powerlift again here soon after surgery, or if you're going to kind of go down the get shredded route, or what your kind of plan is. Maybe try CrossFit. I don't know, But all right, man, I'll talk to you soon.